Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Bayou Breakdown. We're joined, as always, by Jack Tiernan. Jack, for the last time this season, unfortunately, how are you?
You know the answer to that question. That's
Yeah,
loaded.
I'm in the
I did
same spot, pretty much the
right.
exact same spot, so I know.
A little less heartbreak. Yeah, you had your heartbreak last week, I think.
Last
Right?
week, yeah.
That's what it was. So yeah, mine was just today. That's the
Mm.
difference.
So despite the Saints winning 30 to
Hmm
20, they have been eliminated from the playoffs due to tiebreakers in the 49ers, or really the Rams, blowing it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too insane to say. They blew it. They
No,
should have. They
they
were
did.
winning like 17 to nothing over the 49ers at one point today. So that's great. But I guess, Jack, what happened in this game?
Um, I mean, from the Saints, right? We'll do Saints real quick, and they just played good. They played
Yeah.
well. Trevor Simeon also played well. Defense played well.
Mm,
Taysom Hill played decently in the quarters that he played. He's got a Lisfranc injury now, which is the same
yeah.
thing that derailed Cam Newton, right? So,
Hey, boy. Not good.
yep, that's not good. Especially for a running quarterback, those foot
Mm,
problems as soon as they get in there, like that's a big
yeah.
issue. Um, I mean, from the Rams' perspective, man, like I watched that because after the Saints were up, I think it was like 24-3.
Mm,
I was like, okay, like that's not even worth watching anymore.
yeah, right.
Um, it almost wasn't. Yeah, you're right. And then you put on the Niners, and Jimmy Garoppolo leads like this absurd, like sub 1 minute touchdown drive
Mm-hmm.
to tie it up, send it to OT, and then eventually just they picked off Matt Stafford because that's what Matt Stafford does. Um, Throw picks. As his fantasy owner, I feel like I can say that, right? Like I feel like that's justified.
Right.
Yeah, it just is what it is, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They what's funny is the Rams still won their division, so like it doesn't
Yes.
matter.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's good.
it, yeah,
Good for them. I'm guessing the Seahawks must have beaten the Cardinals for that to have happened.
I
Is that
believe that did
correct?
happen.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
hey, congratulations to the Rams. You broke Jack's heart.
Sure
You
did.
broke my heart because the Dolphins have the 49ers first round pick. This year, not cool. Not cool. Good luck in the playoffs. Obviously, hope you lose for breaking our hearts. I think
Very
that's
quickly,
fair to
yes,
say.
agreed.
Taysom Hill before he got injured, 709 for 101 yards, one touchdown. Alvin Kamara, really the star today. He had
As always.
146. Yeah, as always, pretty much 146 rushing yards. And Trevor Simeon threw two touchdowns, though he only had 71 yards. I guess on offense, was it mostly just Kamara running the show for the Saints?
Pretty much. I think Taysom in the first quarter looked great.
Mm-hmm.
It was their first. They had a touchdown. I don't remember who it was to, honestly. But that pass was the first one that they've had in like I think it was 4 or 5 weeks in the first quarter, like first touchdown, which is
Mm-hmm.
just absurd. Um, but yeah, they came out hot. Obviously against a porous Dolphin secondary, or Dolphins. Sorry, ooh, that hurts.
Hey,
Your
Mac Jones
secondary is
is
actually good.
Yeah, they're actually good, but not today. Mac Jones is tearing them up, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Not bad enough to win, but you're right. So
Mhm.
yeah, Falcons poor secondary.
Mhm.
Um, that helped. That was nice. I just, it sucks when you do what you're supposed to do to get into the playoffs, and then one team just kind of fucks it up for you. But I mean, you
Yeah,
go back to earlier in the season, and you're like, well, just win more. That would also help.
so that's where the Dolphins and where I am with the
Right.
Dolphins. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, it sucks that we're the one team that finishes 9-8 that didn't even have a chance to make the playoffs in the AFC.
Yeah.
But there were games you should have won, and you didn't win them.
Right.
So
Yep.
how can you really
Same.
complain at this point? I guess yeah. Let's move into that. So the beginning of the season. We had a really great start. Jameis Winston was not like tearing it up, but he was playing very well. Probably the best
Efficient.
we've seen
Yeah.
him play in his career. Yeah, as far as being an efficient passer. With his injury, would you say that was the turning point for the season for the Saints?
I think so. Especially at that point, already having Taysom Hill injured as well.
Hmm.
Um,
So you
not being
had
able
to
to turn
have
to him
Simeon.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the next guy. Next guy up is Trevor Simeon,
Mm.
who already we knew was a mediocre quarterback. Unfortunately, like sorry, Trev. But is what it
To
is.
the five Bronco fans who are still bitter that you
I
guys
know.
didn't like re-sign him Sorry.
Right. Maybe they will now. Maybe they'll be like, great, we want Trevor. You can have him. Vic Fangio's gone, so maybe
Yeah,
that means Simeon's back. Who knows?
maybe. I don't know though, because they would try Teddy. I don't know if they want to go to another Saints quarterback,
Yeah,
the one who
true.
didn't
Good
even
point.
play that well. At least
Right. They're
Teddy played
probably
lights out.
right. At least Teddy was nice.
Mm,
And then yeah, now it's yeah. I don't know if I'd want Simeon either, frankly.
mm,
It'd be interesting to see what the Saints do now. I guess you're right.
mm.
I don't know. Is Jameis back? Are we gonna get Jameis back? I mean,
Yeah,
um, we're stuck with Taysom because Sean Payton just like can't get his hand out of his pants. I don't know, man.
it's very weird. I don't know.
It's
He's
so strange.
obsessed. He's so
He is
obsessed.
obsessed. He's like, oh, it's like he feels like he is Cam Newton like in his prime,
Mm,
except like the prime's gone. Taysom's like 33. Like Cam Newton is old now and also not good, and Taysom is essentially at the same age that Cam stopped being good. So it's like I don't know what you're thinking here, Peyton, but
yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to me. But
no, no.
there might be brighter days. I mean, the rumor is the Seahawks and Russell Wilson might be parting ways. The Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I think if they don't win the Super Bowl, we'll probably part ways. I think
I think
Aaron
so.
is a little not, and you can say what you want about Aaron Rodgers. I'm not talking about his, beliefs or anything. I'm just on the field and how he seems to
Objectively,
express
yeah,
himself. He doesn't seem to love being in Green Bay, at least currently. So that could be, a really great fit. The Saints defense is better than any defense that Green Bay has had since they won the
yeah.
Super Bowl way back. So could work out. Sean Payton, pretty good quarterback whisperer. So we'll see there. I mean, if you you know let's say that it's between those two, who would you rather have?
That's really interesting. I think you have to look at the weapons that you have, right?
Mm,
So of considering all things here, I think probably want Rodgers. I know he's
mm,
older. I think he has looked better for longer.
mm.
Um, Russ is a good quarterback when he's on his game, but I don't think he's been on his game this entire season, basically.
Yeah,
Since the
the
thumb thing,
injury
right?
really
Yeah.
screwed him and
Hmm.
screwed the Seahawks also.
Oh yeah, 100%.
you know,
Um, they definitely make the playoffs.
Mm.
I know they weren't even close. I don't
I
think,
think they
but
finished 7-10 if they did win today
yeah,
against
I
Arizona.
think
Yeah.
yeah, 7 and 10. You're right. So that's not great. Granted, again, he's out for most of that.
Yeah.
I still think Aaron Rodgers, like what he's been able to do with essentially zero receivers. I mean, look at the Saints, right? And now you kind of Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, kind of like 1A, 1B type of deal. I think definitely an upgrade with Kamara. Um,
Mhm.
Love to see Rodgers in yellow and gold or gold and black.
And hey, I think if honestly, if either of those quarterbacks, but especially Aaron Rodgers comes, Michael Thomas might actually show up and
Right, he
and
might
play
mysteriously
next
get healthy.
season, and return to being one of the better receivers in the league.
Hopefully,
That'd be nice.
Slant Boy comes back. Thank God.
Yeah, the return of Slant Boy. Gonna
That's the
make
sequel.
a Dark Knight Returns poster, but with him
I'm
and Slant Boy returns.
I'm sure there will be T-shirts, and I will absolutely be a purchaser. I just
Yeah, maybe that can be our
oh,
first merch drop.
maybe
Slant Boy returns.
Slant Boy, excellent.
Oh man. But yeah, I guess like just generally, what do you want to see them improve on going into the next season?
Oh man, I mean, you look at the defense and you're like, wow, this was an excellent season for them. I hope they can keep that going next year. I just like how everyone looks. The problem is that there are a couple key guys there that are getting older, like Cam Jordan,
Mm,
Demario Davis. Um, those are the guys that I think are super valuable, and I don't really
mm,
want to see, not age out necessarily, but like
mm.
drop off a little bit in production,
Right.
because they're such superstars. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess with that, draft a good receiver, please, to pair alongside Michael Thomas.
Mm,
Um, I think maybe start drafting. I don't even know. Like the D line's good. I guess maybe improve on the O line or try to.
mm.
Maybe draft a quarterback. I don't really know, man. Like it's really
It's a lot.
the
Yeah.
need is quarterback and wide receiver, 110%, and tight
Yeah.
end actually. I would love a great tight end.
Yeah. Haven't really had one what, since
At least
Jimmy
since Jared
Graham,
Cook.
like
Jared Cook
yeah,
was
didn't come
solid. He was
after.
solid
Yeah.
for us.
All right. So yeah, it's been a little bit, but yeah, you gotta.
Long enough.
You're right. So yeah, you got a few things to address. I mean, I was gonna say like it's hard when you're in the same division as the Bucks, but not for the Saints. Not hard for the Saints. As we said, hard for everyone else, but the
Right.
Saints not scared of the
No,
Buccaneers.
Saints will take him down.
So
Hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully Tom just keeps aging up. And we can keep taking advantage of him. I don't know. We'll see.
I know it was an 18 games or 18 week, 17 game season this year, but I saw he set a career high in passing yards this year. And it was like, God damn it, please go away. Please stop. Yeah.
Stop. You are like 85 years old in football years. Like you need to let's get out of here, please.
Just terrible. I mean, he's a greatest of all time, all that, but like, please, just let it go.
Right.
I was thinking, really with Big Ben's last game. Was that last night? Right. Well, no, it's not his last game because they're in the playoffs.
Not his last game. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Unless the Chargers and Raiders tie, which is unlikely.
I don't think that's happening. I'll check on that too.
We'll see what happens there on Sunday Night Football. But I was thinking, like, man, how many more Super Bowl titles would Ben Roethlisberger have if Tom Brady wasn't there in the AFC?
Yeah.
His entire career, except for the last 2 years, and then like Peyton Manning, same thing. How many more would Phillip Rivers have gotten to a Super Bowl?
Oh, man.
You know, like it's very weird. And now he's in the NFC, potentially blocking like Aaron Rodgers from getting to another Super Bowl.
Ironically,
and Drew Brees last year, like he's a terror,
Yep.
an absolute menace to society.
And you have to look at all these great quarterbacks, right, and say like, wow, these guys probably would have maybe 2-3 rings apiece, just because Brady is sitting there stealing them all. It's really absurd.
It's just like this, like 20-year run in NFL history is going to be very like weird to quantify, like in 20 years to people. Be like, all these quarterbacks were really amazing all at the same time, and one quarterback still dominated them and potentially prevented them from having, their own dynasties or like more success. And I don't know how we turned into a Tom Brady podcast here.
I don't know what happened,
but like I said, the Saints aren't afraid of Tom Brady.
No, no, they're not.
Is there anything else you want to add? This game, the season as a whole, anything?
I don't know, man. I at this point am just kind of like, okay, we'll put it to bed. Look forward to next year. Right now I am optimistic for next year.
Man, that's been my mantra for like 20 years.
Yeah, it's every year around this time.
Yep.
I think it's like, if we can get even Jameis. I think Jameis is a quarterback that could lead us to at least the
playoffs. They would have made the playoffs for sure if you'd healthy.
I think so. I think, what were they, 5-2, and then they just lost 5 straight?
5-2. Yep.
It just, not great. And that is at the helm of Trevor Siemian, unfortunately. But
right. It really ruined my Halloween. I'm sure it did yours too. I was sitting there watching the Saints beat up on the Bucks. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Love this. Halloween's my favorite holiday. And then Jameis got hurt, and I was like, fuck, the Bucks are gonna win the division. And
yep, same. I was like, wow, like that's like they're literally that night they were like, yeah, Jameis says probably a torn ACL, and then I'm like, well, okay, that sucks. That's really the worst.
Yeah. So we'll of course do sporadic Bayou breakdowns, like if any big news comes up for the Saints, but for the most part, this segment is done until any of that happens and until next year. So I just want to say, Jack, thank you so much. We did it. We did 18 weeks of Saints talk. I think we covered them, the highs, the lows, everything in between, and it's been really fun.
I agree, man. I'm looking forward to next year. We'll do it again. We'll run it back, hopefully with better results.
Hopefully. And, for all you watching, you can see Jack probably later this week when we're talking about the NBA. So he's not going away. We're just done with the Saints for now.
Me too. I'm also done with the Saints, so it's fine.
Oh, man. All right, Jack, where can they find you online?
Place to find me is on Twitter, and that's at Jack_Tiernan. I'll have probably now NBA takes coming up.
Yes, mostly.
Mostly now sad NBA takes instead of sad NFL takes. So it's gonna be yeah, we'll switch it up.
Cool. Any other social media you want to plug?
Only other social media, I'm now a sponsored disc golfer. You can find me at
Let's
Jack
go.
Disc Golfs. Yeah, that's right. I can finally announce it. At Jack Disc Golfs on Instagram. I'll be posting disc golf content, and you're into that. I'm super into disc golf. I play tournaments pretty much every other weekend. So
Yeah.
shoot me a follow. Would appreciate it.
One day when COVID is not so prevalent and I can actually leave my house, I want to come and like follow you around and like make a little like video of a
Oh yeah,
disc golf
you can be
course.
like
If you're
my
okay.
caddy. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
are you kidding? Yeah,
I think that'd be a lot of fun because I don't know much
I'd go
about
for that.
disc golf other than the general premise of it. So like now I'm following you. I'm sure I'll learn a lot more, as all of you should go follow him on Instagram.
Appreciate it, Brian. Thanks. Yeah, definitely follow me.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we covered it.
I think so.
Sean Payne, make some moves so that we can talk longer next year about
Please
the
cut
Saints.
Taysom. Yep.
Okay, that was Jack. Don't come from me. I know you couldn't have appreciated hearing that, but sometimes you don't hear what you want to hear.
It hurts, man.
But it's what you need to hear. All right, Jack, thank you so much for your time.
Of course, Brian. Thank you as always.
And we'll see you all in the next one.